Morning YouTube. You want to see something nice? Christian the 6th. Gold. 1738. This is not detecting finds. These are bought on auction and they're not mine. I guess the people following me have a pretty good idea who owns these. Christian the 5th. Danish. Christian 5th. The city of towers. Wow. So that's kind of special edition Danish gold coins. I think they were made for special occasion and not for circulation, but I don't know. I just want to show you them. Now this more famous, more common, a ducat. Wow. 1724 is it? A wild man ducat. 1791. Is that Christian the 7th? I don't know, but now you've seen them. We're going to a cool field. Let's see what they can bring. Back at the field of disaster. There's potatoes here this year. Used to be stubble last year. Reintroducing Dr. T. And Jeb and Chris, you know Chris. Let's see if we can do some nice finds. We have found a lot of cool stuff here, haven't we, Chris?
I haven't.
We will. 1 hour into the dig, someone has to be the first. Yeah. That's silver. That's an old coin. Yep. Let's give it some water. Clean 60. And there you have him. Christian the 7th. 2 shilling. I think it's 1780. No, it's actually 78. 1778. Cool. I don't have that one. Nice. And finally. It's not a button!
It's not a button.
How long has it been since you got one?
I don't know, a few years.
Is it nice? Oh, that's that's
lion on it.
That's much better than I got. 1701. Oh, Frederick 4. The year is on the other side. It's Frederick 4.
Obviously, where the year is supposed to be is missing.
The other side.
On this side?
Yeah. Up there. 1701. Frederick the 4th.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a keeper.
That's a keeper. Let me have a macro.
Yeah.
Also, it's a Norwegian lion. 1701. Frederick the 4th. I got a 1705 here.
Oh, no.
That's a nice coin. That's a really nice coin. Crispy strike. A little bit bent. Oi, it's about to break, my friend.
So let's test the silver content then.
You gotta hurry up, Dr. T. Now that was the screamer. 86. Surface. Not surface, but not very deep either. Swedish. 5 öre. Oscar the 2nd. 1886. Slightly different design than the Norwegians. Very nice patina. Has kept very well. That's a keeper. Look at this beautiful country of ours. The countryside is gorgeous. Big field, not a lot of iron, not a lot of signals, but I don't care. I just walk and suddenly something hits, and you know, you never know. It's just so nice to be out here. Still a couple of hours left. Anything can happen. Let's hope Jeb and Dr. T scores some cool stuff as well. And suddenly, boom! Another Oscar, 5 öre. Very shallow, screaming. 1896. And Jeb's got something. What have you got? Come on. That's a musket ball.
No, it's not.
No, wait a minute. Wow. Okay, cool. This is actually a Viking weight lead. Congratulations, now we have to fill in the paperwork. I got iffy 70 kind of. 58, but it was jumping. Some kind of belt brooch. Let's give it some water. Well, it looks kind of interesting. You have some kind of... Is that... Yeah, that is actually... That's actually for a pin. This can be a brooch. Oh, wow. Hey, hey. Look at that pattern. But it's so thin. I don't like the color. Okay, this is some kind of brooch. Looks kind of old. I'm just gonna keep it in the soil and take it home. This can be old. Can be old. We'll have to see. Cool. We're back on the potato field. We've been around the area, talked to the farmer. He gave us some more land over there. But no more coins so far. Chris might have something. If I know him correctly, it's a button. Yeah? Oh, in the... Of course, that's a silver coin. Congratulations. Let me have a macro. That's not a button. But we've said that before. Come on. Rock it out. That's not a button. That's a coin. Yes, congratulations. And it's not an Oscar. That's a nice, maybe a 1 shilling. Maybe a 1 shilling. Christian the... No, Frederick the Fourth, as I said. But is it a 1 shilling? It's Danish.
Yeah, it's Danish.
Yeah, but
the three lines.
it's a 1 shilling, and they come in a hell of a lot of varieties. And some of them can be rare. And it's in very good condition for this field. You see the... Yeah. Wow. You see the 1, 5. Can I have another look at the other side? Just to make sure. It's... Yeah, that's Frederick the Fourth. Not that about it. Frederick IV. That is a very nice monogram. But he was good at that, you know, from the 12 shillings.
Yeah.
But the other side, I've never seen that.
Me neither, actually.
No, it's 1722, and it's CW.
Oh, yes.
You know him. 1S is 1 shilling, and then you have 1722, and then you have the mint mark CW. Christian or Christopher something. That's a very nice find.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Much better than a 2 shilling.
Where
was it? On the other side?
On the other side, where my coil is now.
Cool.
I'm happy about it.
Happy about it?
I got 2. How many do you have?
Well, I just found what can be a Viking brooch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Good for you. Do you want the water?
No, I don't drink water. I try to avoid it. But 3 minutes later, Jeb screams at me. What have you got?
It's a spindle.
Big piece of lead. Oh, right. You have to do some more paperwork. Sorry. Wow, it's old. It's old. But they're not rare. Now you get to learn how to do the paperwork.
Let's go.
Chris indicates that he has a good signal. This can be fun.
And less possibility for new disappointments.
Wait. No.
Nej. Är det? Lead.
Lead. Can't win them all.
No.
And I only have one silver. Right, second field. The farmer, basically we've just crossed the lake. Farmer is a really cool guy. It turns out he owns more fields here than we knew. And rallycross driver Chris got us up. Kind of steep. He had a look at my brooch and he didn't think it was real. And he knows a lot about Viking stuff because he used to have some Viking projects and stuff. He thinks it's a replica. But we'll have a look later. So let's try 1 hour here, see if we can find something. It's completely new land for us, this. Maybe we get lucky. Thomas indicates that he has something cool. Wow! And he has. That's a fibula. Wow, that's cool.
Thank you.
Small, but it's nice.
It's the only thing I found today
That's cool, you have to take the GPS. It's over there.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't take long. 15 minutes.
It's my first signal on this field. It has been
Yeah, it's quiet. It's very quiet.
So
Put some of the original soil in the bag.
So it's okay.
It's Iron Age, I guess. Isn't it? Is it that old?
No, maybe. We'll see, I guess.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Right, new field. We're on the one adjacent to the trees there, and as you can see, it's quite steep. I headed for the top where it's a drop-off, and this is my first signal for, I don't know, 45 minutes, and it's 70. Quite good tone. Hasn't been a lot here. A few iron signals, but my thought was that if there was a building here somewhere sometime, it would have been on the top. This is lead. It's a lead bullet. A 3 or 4 ringer. Who hit something? Ah, yeah, better than nothing. Jeb is over there at the house, but I think that house looks very modern. There's another hilltop over there. But actually I prefer the shadow. The sun is really hot. Moving on. And that's gonna be my last signal for the day. It can be Håkon the 7th, 2 øre. Yeah. And that it is. And we're calling it a day. Beautiful scenery here. And look at that scenery. Beautiful mountain there. What, Chris? You got a find? A silver bar? No. Well, it's heavy as silver.
Get this nice black toning on it as well.
That can be silver. That actually looks like a miniature silver bullion bar. It's heavy, much more heavy than tin, and it has the right toning. But it's very small to be silver, but
Belong to a very poor man.
maybe. I don't know how you would test that to be silver.
We wouldn't.
No. Well, that's it. We're calling it the day. Exhausted, as usual. But that wasn't that bad a day, was it? 3 silver coins, 1 spindle weave, 1 lead weight, a possible brooch, we'll see about that, and a silver bullion bar. That's a really interesting find. A fibula, and some buckles and buttons and the normal stuff. I also went out detecting yesterday and I did 2 cool finds that I know are genuine. This is Saxon and this is medieval. I'm not sure about the one from today though, and I'll tell you why. Yesterday I also picked up another silver coin, another Oscar 25 öre. Let's have a look. It's the same date as the one from a couple of days ago, 1876. It's not in as good a condition as the one we did here the other day, but as you can see, my silver album from 2014 starts to look quite good, especially that one. I did find another silver as well, and that was one of those blackened, hard crusted 10 öre, and I've made a vinaigrette, a little bit of lemon and a little bit of olive oil. It seems to work, but it will take some time. But the most interesting finds from yesterday was this medieval ring. I keep them in the fridge in their original soil, and I try not to mess about with them too much. But obviously they've been in the ground for several hundred years, so as long as I'm careful, I feel that I'm a responsible person. So let's have a look at this ring in macro. This is bronze. If it was copper, it would have been disintegrated. You can also tell from the shiny black. It has some patterns, which is, it's blank and then a pattern arises, and then it's blank again. And it has some nice edges. That's probably were around the whole ring at some point, but which is now gone. But this is great because this was at my local field, and we've never I've been detecting that place for hundreds of hours, and we've only found coins before, and now suddenly we start finding medieval stuff and Saxon. This is Saxon, no doubt about it. It's a beast. You will recognize the dog, the wolf. His mouth is open, so he's running left. This is his mouth, and this is his head, and that's the typical dot. So that's his shoulder, and that's his hips. Not quite sure what it was used for. You know, it's tempting to say strap end, but it's a little bit too small. But that's around year 1000. You know, this is a small piece. Normally they are, it's more. Now this is the same beast. That's the dog again. And they would be in interlacing patterns, and you know, sometimes you see these dogs, like 3 of them biting each other's tails, or you know. So it's a small piece, but it's a nice piece anyway. That was yesterday's finds. Now this one, you know, when it comes to Viking brooches and stuff, you obviously have the disc brooches, and then you have the annular brooches, and the plate brooches, and then you have the trefoils, and then you have the dress pins. And if this is Viking, it would be a plate brooch, something like this. But something's not right. Let's have a look. Now the fastener for the pin is there. The spring was there, and it's rusty, and it was made of iron. That looks nice, that looks correct. But the color of the alloy is a little bit too reddish. It's not dark and blue enough, in my opinion. And it's also too thin. And the pin is not proportional to the brooch itself. But more importantly, now this is a dragon, two-headed. His face, that's the head, that's the mouth, and it goes as it has an S shape. The relief is too low. You see? If you compare the relief on this piece, the relief is much higher. The relief being the height from the lowest point of the object to the highest point of the object. But it's found in an area where this could have been found. But we must be aware that these patterns, these dragons, were very popular in the 1700s, 1800s, as part of a national romantic renaissance. So you can find pieces today with these patterns or with these motifs. But I'm gonna hand it in, and I'm gonna take care of it. I took the GPS, and I won't hand it in, but I will ask them to take into consideration, or at least assess, if this is the real deal or not. And if it is, nothing would be better. I would love to see it conserved, but the relief is too thin, too low. There's no gilding. But I might be wrong, but you know that I just can't find any references, but I haven't checked too good. But we'll see. It's a possible Viking find. It's a possible plate brooch with a well-known dragon snake motif. So they'll go back in the fridge. Let's have a look at my coins. Starting off with this jolly fellow, Christian the 7th, the lunatic. This is a Danish version. Sorry about that. And I can tell that because it has the date on the side of the scepter. This side isn't that bad. You can see the C7. But the other side is quite knackered. I've only cleaned it in a little bit of water, but I don't think it will be much better. If it was Norwegian, it would have had the date below. But it's 1778. I don't have that one from before, so it's this one. And this is probably as bad as they get, so probably worth $5. Doesn't really matter. It's a silver coin. This is the Oscar from yesterday, which I'm cooking in olive oil and lemon. This camera is horrible. I need to get a new camera. But as you can see, it needs more time in the vinaigrette. And two nice Oscar, 5 öre. Interesting. This is the Swedish version, and this is the Norwegian version. And the Norwegian version is a lot nicer, in my opinion. This one is 1896. And this is 1886. One day I have a lot of these bronze Oscars lying around, and I haven't really kind of, paid a lot of attention to them, but one day I'll put them in. Now that I have an album, I'm just going to put them in there. I mean, the nice ones. So now that the recordable finds are safely stored away, I can finally have a sip of a well-deserved beer. Next weekend we are going up to the mountains to a cottage, and we're looking for 2 battlefields. Can be good. Don't think I'll post any movies until then. Thanks for all your comments. Sorry I can't answer them all, but I read them and I appreciate them. And happy hunting. Sorry, I'm exhausted. We had a great day, I have to say. We brought Dr. T. Haven't seen him for a while. Everyone found something nice. Jeb is a new member. He did well. Chris found 2 silvers finally from that place. Very happy for him. So all in all, a good day detecting. Thanks for watching. Cheers.